everyone, and welcome to my kitchen, and welcome to this Epicure virtual cooking class. If you are watching, just make sure that you post where you're watching from in the comments or hashtag replay, because just by you watching this cooking demonstration, you get another chance to win a prize. So I'm super excited that you're here. Thank you for joining and watching and joining the cooking class and watching tonight. I hope that you learned something, how to get a wholesome, delicious meal for your family on the table in a very short time. And hopefully this is only going to take 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to talk for a little bit, so it'll probably be a little bit longer. Yeah, that's the whole goal of Epicure. It's to get those delicious meals on the table especially for busy families, and to make sure that you're getting really good quality and good ingredients. So if you didn't watch my introduction video at the beginning of the party, I talked a little bit there about the company, but I'm just going to quickly talk a little bit about that today. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about how I got started, some of the products. I'll show you what we're using today, but also some of the other things. I'll talk about some of the other things that I like to do. While I'm talking, because I'm gonna start with one of the first things. So I'm gonna start with dessert, because then I can just have it ready, put it to the side. So when dinner's done, I don't have to worry about prepping dessert. I can just put it in the microwave. So I'm gonna make an apple crisp for dessert tonight in my rectangular steamer. Again, if you didn't watch the introduction video, this is what I started with, a rectangular steamer I've had for a while now. One of my favorite things to cook in it is salmon. It makes delicious salmon, but it also makes a really good apple crisp. I'm going to cut up some apples, and then I'm going to put a little bit of my cran apple cinnamon. This is an Epicure. This is this is from a few years ago, the sweet mix. But they have some really good sweet mixes out right now. There's the summer berry, there's the tutti frutti, there's the cocoa crunch. So but I'm going to be using this cran apple cinnamon one to make my apple crisp with a little oatmeal and cinnamon and brown sugar mixture on top. So I'm going to start cutting while I'm talking at the same time. So I'm going to use my Epicure Prep Pro knife, and I've got my cutting boards here. So I've got my big cutting board and then my cutting mat, because I'm going to take this mat off and use my cutting board for other things later. So while I'm cutting my apple, like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Epicure, the company, and some of the products. So Epicure, the company, has been around for 23 years. It's a Canadian company. They really, really pride themselves on good, wholesome, quality ingredients. So when you're buying something from Epicure, you know you're getting really good quality. You also know you're getting something that has no preservatives, no additives, that is very low or no sugar or sodium. They're very conscious about those things. You also know, so everything is gluten-free. Everything is gluten-free. And everything is nut-free. It's in a nut-free facility. Everything's produced in a nut-free facility. And then only a handful of the products have dairy in them. Obviously, some of the mixtures you're adding, they suggest you add in things like peanut butter in some of them, or you're adding in, a milk of some sort, a milk base of some sort. But you can change those things up depending on your A, taste, or B, food sensitivities. That's what's great about Epicure, is you can really change them up to make them suit your family's needs, especially for those people that have food sensitivities. These are great meals and different seasonings and things that you definitely want to be using. Okay, so yeah, as I'm cutting up my apples for the apple crisp, I'll talk a little bit too about how I got started. Again, I talked a little bit about this on the introduction video, but I've been using Epicure for a while now, but really just kind of fell back in love with it. I've been using more and more products lately, and now is just the right time. I'm off on mat leave, and I thought, you know what, now would be the time, if ever, because I had thought about it before, about becoming a consultant, but working full time, and I just didn't think it was feasible. But now's the time for me to try and see if I can give it a shot. I just wanted to share my love for these products and to show people that they can really have those good quality ingredients made in a short time. And yeah, so that's how I got started. I'm also going to share a little bit about some of my favorite products. We're using a couple of my favorite products tonight. So also in my instruction video, I talked about the some of the Mexican kit items. So the fajita, which is an awesome seasoning to make fajitas and really low in sodium compared to other blends, store-bought blends. But I'm gonna be making the guacamole tonight. Another one of my favorites that got me hooked into Epicure. Super, super easy. It's a great appetizer. We're just having it as appetizer. So we're making tonight dessert, appetizer, and a main course. Yeah, so I'm gonna make some guacamole. A, because it's delicious, and B, because I have some avocados that I know are gonna go bad soon, so I wanna use them up. Because you know avocados, it's hit or miss with avocados, and they don't last long. So from the Mexican kit, and the Mexican kit has guacamole, fajita seasoning, and then it has your poco picante, the salsa, and then it has your nacho. And also with the kit, if you buy those, you can buy them separately, but you can also buy them together. Then you get the 5 recipe cards that are really handy recipes to refer to. But again, you don't have to follow these recipes with any of the seasonings or the meal packets, right? There's always instructions, there's always ideas, recipes, and you can go on the website, on Epicure's website, they have a gazillion recipes. But you don't have to follow those things. You can play around and experiment with the seasonings, with the packets. That's the great thing about Epicure. Okay, did I talk about my Prep Pro knife that I was using from Epicure? So this, again, all of these cookware will be featured throughout the party. So you would have seen some of these things mentioned, but the ceramic knife is a great quality, really sharp knife. An awesome tool that I love in my kitchen. Okay, so I've already cut up my apples. I put them in the rectangular steamer. I've prepped a few things in advance so that we can just get some things going. In this bowl, I've just mixed oats, quick oats, cinnamon, and a little bit of brown sugar. And you can put, again, as much or as little as you want. I'm just gonna coat, okay, and then I'm gonna put my topper on, my Epicure crayon. And you can put, so normally I would love to, if we had walnuts, I'd be putting some walnuts on top of this after tonight. You could put cranberries in here as well, whatever your heart desires. So again, this is the cran apple cinnamon sweet dip mix, and I'm just gonna pour some on top. Perfect. Okay, so this, in my rectangular steamer, is now ready to go for dessert. So after dinner, I'm gonna put this in my microwave for about 6 minutes. That's probably it, maybe even 5 minutes, and then check it. Again, you're just wanting to warm up the apples and to make them nice and soft. So I'm gonna set that to the side because dessert is ready to go in the microwave when we're done dinner. Okay, and then I'm trying to think of what else I want to talk about. I'm gonna get my next, so what we're making tonight, I'm gonna make one of our meal solutions. I'm gonna make our sweet and sour stir fry. All of these meal solutions are delicious, quick and easy. Again, you've got instructions on the back, but you don't need to follow it. This is a guideline. Once you get familiar with some of them, you can play around with them and use them for different things. But I'm generally gonna follow, for the most part, this one just to show you how it goes. And I'm gonna make rice to go with it in my steamer today. So I'm gonna talk about the multi-purpose steamer. Again, this is like the top seller, Epicure's top seller. This is one of the best kitchen tools to have. If you're gonna buy one of the cookware items, this is the thing that you want. This is the moneymaker in the kitchen. So for example, you can cook really anything in this. You can make popcorn for snacks, you can make bacon, you can make chicken chicken for my family in here, and making, fajitas, or making chicken souvlaki for putting it in wraps, or just chicken. Pasta is a great thing. So pasta and rice, same thing. If you're a busy mom and you throw a pot of pasta on the stove and you have to go deal with your children and you forget about it on the stove and it boils over, same with rice, it's just a mess. So this way, cooking pasta and cooking rice is really, really awesome in the steamer, okay? And the steamer, most of these cookware products are all dishwasher and oven safe. I've never personally used it in the oven. I've just always used it in the microwave. But it is good to know that it is also oven safe. So I already have my rice in there. I measured out a cup of rice already for us just to prep and get ready. So the steamer comes with this card, and it gives you some guidelines for depending on what you're cooking. So for example, we're making rice. So it says rice, it says the quantity 1 cup, so I put 1 cup in, and now I need to add 2 cups of water. Okay, and then for this specific one, normally you're putting your lid on, you're making sure it's closed and covered, and you're putting it in the microwave. For rice, we're actually using the tray to cover it, and we're not putting the lid on for rice. Okay, so that's specified right here. So top with the tray and microwave it uncovered. Okay, and this is going to take about like 15 minutes, even more. I'll probably put it on for 15 and then check it. It says 16 to 18 minutes. Quickly, just a quick note about the tray. So the tray is really, really handy for layering. If you wanted to put your meat, your protein like chicken on the bottom, and you wanted to put your vegetables on the top, great way to do that. If you're just steaming vegetables and you wanted 2 different vegetables, then you flip it around and you've got your 2 different, like kind of like a section here. So you can have 2 different vegetables going. Okay, so I'm gonna put in our 2 cups of water and get this already going in the microwave. Okay, so 1. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so 2 cups. Again, you top the tray on like this, just to let it vent. I'm not putting the lid on. And then I'm gonna set it in my microwave for 15 minutes, just perfect. Okay. So while I've got the rice cooking, my dessert is done, I'm going to start making my app. Okay. I'm just gonna move a few of these other things out of the way. Oh, by the way, so if I'm home right now by myself, my husband took my children for 20 minutes so I can, so I'm home alone, so I'm gonna have a drink. So hopefully you're enjoying a drink of your choice as well right now. You can't be cooking and not have wine. Okay, so like I said, guac is one of my favorites. I'm gonna make some guac right now for us as a little appetizer, as a good snack. Okay, super, let's see how these avocados are. Not too shabby. Okay. So let's talk about some of the other cookware that I'm going. I've got my knife. I'm also going to be using this citrus 2-in-1 press for my lime, because I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of lime. Oh, there, this one doesn't want to come out. There we go. And I'm using my cutting board. I'm going to be using my 4-in-1 spice spoon to get out my dip mix. And all of those fit really great in all of our jars. So really, really handy tool to have that. I have so many things still on my wish list in terms of cookware and food. So many things for food. But in terms of cookware for the guacamole, I'm really, really excited to get the ground meat separator. It's going to work great for guacamole. Obviously, it's going to work awesome for meat as well too, like hamburger meat or any ground turkey or whatever. But I am very excited because we make guacamole all the time. It's going to be great for that. So yeah, that's another tool in the kitchen. I'm going to use, these are my grip and grabs, which I love as well. I'm going to use those for the chicken. And then this is the spatula, the 3-in-1 spatula. Okay, let's just put that over there for now. Okay, cut my lime. Okay, so how the lime works, just put that over here. So I stick my lime in, okay, and then I just literally squeeze. Literally all the juice just comes right out. It is super, super easy. And you are getting literally everything out of there. No, and if there's any seeds or anything, it would get trapped in there, but we're all good. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna mash up these a little bit first before I put my seasoning in. Okay. Okay, what else can I tell you about Epicure? I told you a little bit about my favorite products. Told you a little bit about the company. If you haven't got a chance to go watch the, one of the first videos in the party that I always post is the, what is Epicure with a company. So the CEO, Amelia Warren, she talks a little bit about the company, and it's just a really great video to watch about the company if you're unfamiliar with them. Okay. And again, they're just super great quality ingredients. You know you're getting quality. And right now, there is so much demand. Since COVID began, there's been so much demand for Epicure products that unfortunately, fortunately, because it's such great quality, it tells you how good a quality it is, but there's a lot of products that are out of stock right now that are coming back in stock because they only use quality ingredients. They source from certain places, and if those places run out, they find other places to source from that are really good quality. So you know you're getting good products. Okay, like I mentioned, all of these, I just refilled this. This is a new one I just opened. So all of the jars, this spoon fits right in here nicely. And for guac, I usually just eyeball it because I know how much I like, but you can always add more flavoring. So put in a little bit, try it, add more if you need to. That's the great thing about all of these the seasonings, right? Especially for someone that, you think fajita might be too spicy for me, or the salsa. The salsa does have a kick to it. Poco picante. You can add as much or as little as you want. That's what makes it so flexible. Okay, my guac is done. So good. So that's going to be our appetizer. I'm going to throw that in the fridge for now. Just perfect. Okay. So guac is done. Throw it in the fridge, and while I'm in the fridge, I'm going to get some of the things I prepped for dinner. So I prepped already and cut up a few things just to make this process go a little bit easier. Because you don't want to see me chopping all this. So that's the great thing. Again, we've got some prep bowls. But really, once you have all the ingredients prepped and ready to go, which you can do the night before, which I like to do when my kids are napping, you prep them, and then right now we're literally just going to throw everything together with the seasoning and a few other ingredients, and then we're good to go. Okay, so I've cut up and put in my little prep bowls. These are from Epicure as well too. These come in, so if you're interested in the business side of things, please let me know. These were all in my business kit. A lot of these items actually were in my business kit when I bought the business kit for a great deal, by the way. So yeah, those were in there. Again, this was in there. A lot of the things, multipurpose steamer, that was in there. Okay, the chicken, I've already cut up that as well too. So those are my veggies. Here I've got my chicken cut up. So I am going to show you again the back of this recipe. I'm going to generally follow this one. Okay. Just need a little drink break. Okay, so this says in a bowl, combine this seasoning with a can of pineapple, including the juice, pineapple chunks, including the juice, and then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce if you have it, white vinegar, and water. So that's going to be the seasoning. I'm just going to get all those things and we're going to mix that together in a bowl. Okay. And then we'll just set it aside, and then we'll get the chicken coated and going. So, and these are my Epicure Prep Pro scissors. Okay. So with my seasoning, and again, so all of these products, are good quality ingredients. I could read the ingredients for both of these. So the ingredients in the guacamole: onion, sea salt, red bell pepper, garlic, spices, herbs, chilies. I can pronounce all those ingredients. I know what those ingredients are. Same thing on the back of here. Excuse me, where are the ingredients? Oh, there they are. Red bell pepper, green bell pepper, garlic, chives, ginger. Okay, so again, I know what I am putting in my food. I know that there's no extra additives or preservatives, okay? Okay, so I'm putting in this can of pineapple. There we go. Okay. I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of each. So again, this has your tablespoon, has your teaspoon, and then on the other side it has half a teaspoon and a quarter of a teaspoon, all on this one handy dandy little thing. Okay, so 2 soy sauce, and then 2 vinegar, and then 2 water. Okay, again, you adjust to your, there's 1, you adjust to your taste. Okay. Soy sauce done. So the veggies that I'm putting in, this only calls for snap peas and on the package, but again, I like veggies. 1, 2. So I also cut up some peppers from my garden. I also have some onion going in there as well too. Okay. Okay, and then water, mixed water. So yeah, so soy sauce, white vinegar, and water, 2 tablespoons of each. So I'm just gonna move this over here quickly. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's my mixture. I'm gonna just mix this around a little bit. And then I'm gonna set that aside and I'm gonna get my chicken cooking, okay? So I still have 5 minutes on my rice to check. Might take longer than that. Okay. This smells so good. That's the hard thing about a cooking class. You can't taste the food when we're doing a virtual one. It's tough to, you just gotta trust me and you just gotta try it. You know, that's exactly, I'm just trying to spread the Epicure love. And if you love it, great, because I do. And like I said, I wish you could try this stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this aside up there for now. Okay, and then we'll continue on. So cut, which I've already done, boneless, skinless chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. Toss with cornstarch. That's an option. You can, you don't have to include that if you don't want to. I'm going to toss a little bit of cornstarch in here. Because I'm gonna use the other side of this bad boy. Okay. Okay. There we go. Again, you're just tossing these just to coat them, just to give them a little bit more texture. But you totally don't have to do this this step. Excuse me. Okay. Just gives it a little extra. I'm going to turn. So I'm using a wok for this chicken and stir fry tonight. Just because I'm using my steamer for my rice. There's lots of things. So I've made. You can make in the steamer. You can make chicken. I've used this steamer for chicken many times. I made butter chicken in there not too long ago, one of our Epicure packets. Again, like I said, the fajitas is a great thing. It's an easy go-to thing. Okay, I'm just gonna a little bit more of the cornstarch there. Put that. Okay. Side. Okay, let's turn my wok on. I've already put my oil in the wok as well, just to get that, just to make sure that it's ready to go. Okay, so what else? We've got, so the chicken's gonna go in first in my wok, and then I will toss my veggies in a little bit after, along with the seasoning. And then that's gonna be pretty much it. So one of the best parts about this this business that I've ventured on is I'm making dinner for my family, and you get to watch and learn great tips and how Epicure can help you, and I get to feed my family, and we're all doing it from the comfort of our own homes, which is amazing, right? And if you want any other ideas, so maybe you're not interested in the business, but maybe you just like Epicure and you want to follow along. I have a VIP Facebook group that, excuse me, I post what I make for dinner, or well, any meal. So I post what I make. I have some cool recipe ideas. Depending on the season, I'll be posting certain stuff. The Christmas season is coming up soon, and Epicure's already got some of their like seasonal promotions ready to go, so that'll be coming. And I post all those things on my VIP group. Okay, just separating these. Sometimes the chicken sticks a little bit to each other. Okay, so we're gonna get that going. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, what else can I tell you about? I'm trying to think of. The rice is going to be done soon. Yep, so I'm going to check on the rice. We'll see how that goes. Again, all microwaves are going to be a little bit different. So depending on, you've got the multi-purpose steamer card that gives you a general guideline. But especially with something like chicken, put it in for a short amount of time, check it, not cooked, put it back in for a few more minutes. On average though, so like the chicken fajitas that I make would take like less than 8 minutes to cook in the microwave. Okay, let's check on the rice. And if you're interested in hosting a party, a virtual party right now, obviously. Okay, let's check on this. Sometimes this can be hot. Usually the handles are really good, but depending on, always just touch it first just to make sure it's all good. Ooh, okay, let's check this. I use my grip and grabs right now to do this. Oh, this looks almost done. Perfect. Steaming. Okay. I'm going to give it a quick little try. I'm just mixing it around a little bit, but this looks almost done. Okay, so sorry, I was saying about hosting a party. So right now, because I'm a new consultant, I can offer people a $40 free product credit on top of the regular benefits of being a host. So $40 free product on top of the other things that you would get if you book a party and have a party with me before the end of November. And this is the busiest, this is the time when, again, people are starting to think about Christmas already, well, maybe now or in November for sure. Epicure is great stocking stuffers and ideas to give to people if you don't know what to get them. Everyone eats, everyone loves food. So it's a great idea. There we go. I'm just going to stir this. Separate these a little bit more. Perfect. Okay, coming along. So, if you want to host a party before the end of November, I can give you that extra credit. And also, they have some amazing host specials right now. The November one is like a special exclusive product that is only for the month of November. So you get a steamer, a round steamer, and a rotisserie chicken mix. And because you can cook a whole chicken in the steamer as well too. So that is the host special. And then you always get lots of other benefits as well too. Okay, so the rice is cooked. I've got my mix here ready to go. I have my veggies that I'm gonna throw in after my chicken. My chicken's almost cooked. I've got my apple crisp waiting, so after dinner, we're just gonna throw that in the microwave for like 5 minutes. I've got my guac as an appetizer in the fridge. So I made quite a few things in just a short period of time, using obviously my Epicure steamer, which is a huge feature in my kitchen. I love my steamer. And yeah, if you have any questions throughout the party, after tonight's video, just make sure you post, let me know. Again, join my Facebook VIP group, so you can learn more about, you know, how I use Epicure, what I'm making. And yeah, I really hope that you have learned something, or that you, if you haven't, ask questions. Okay, just a second, you're putting this. Oh yeah. Almost done. So 1 more minute and I'm going to be adding in the veggies and the seasoning, and then that's it. Because I'm going to top my chicken, sweet and sour chicken over top of my rice, and then I'm good. And then I have my meal for my family tonight. So again, if you have any questions, if you want to host a party, if you want to join the business, let me know. But most importantly, again, I hope you learned something. So whether you love Epicure because it is healthy, and maybe you know what, you're just trying to get be a little bit healthier, maybe you enjoy it or need it because of the food because you have food sensitivities, and you love the gluten-free products, or whether you love it just because it's delicious and easy and just, yeah, so yummy. There's so many reasons to love Epicure, so I hope that you've learned something. And thank you again so much for joining the party. And yeah, thank you for coming into my kitchen. And I'm going to finish up my wine because I'm pretty sure my husband is going to be back with my kids from a walk soon. So I'll won't be able to have silence anymore. Okay, thanks again so much.